All right, Lions are up. Trying to play this game all morning. Game was not logging in to my account. George was getting upset. Ooh-ah. Play season game. Alright, this is a big game. Let's do it.
Today, from Ford Field in Detroit.
Ford Field.
It's a special New Year's Day edition of the
Oh.
NFL on
New Year's
EA
Day.
Sports. We'll see Jared Goff and the Detroit Lions taking on Justin Fields and the Chicago Bears.
Go Bears.
Downtown between Brush Street and I-375. That's where we're located in the heart of Detroit at Ford Field, which first opened back in 2002. Today, it's
That
a
long
black
ago?
and blue matchup
Still
in
feel
the
like it's
NFC
brand new.
North between the Chicago Bears and the Detroit Lions.
Look at all the 9-6 teams. Holy shit, yeah, I really need to win. Green Bay's 9-6 too. Ooh. They've always got the head-to-head on me though, so
Along with Charles Davis, I'm
I
Brandon
need to win these
Gaudin. And
last two
Charles, we
games.
look at this
Bottom
Lions
line, right?
team entering play. The losers
This
their
one's
last
very
time
winnable.
out, so they'll look to make amends
Minnesota's
here.
winnable,
And
but
one of the
not
best
quite
ways
as
you can do
winnable.
that is to be at home, and they are. They're going to try and ride that home crowd and that wave of emotion to a victory in this one.
Here's Cairo Santos now ready to get this one started. And we are underway from Ford Field. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. So here are the Lions now coming out for their opening drive. They'll be led out by the seventh-year man out of Cal, the top pick back in 2016, Jared Goff.
I love just about everything about him. Love his game, love his makeup, love his moxie, one of my favorite words. This guy's a competitor. Gritty, tough, you name it, he's got it. But he did throw an interception in last week's game. That contributed to a loss. And despite the fact he threw 3 touchdown passes, he's going to be out there redoubling his efforts and trying to play better.
He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down. The first carry now. This is Williams. And not a whole lot there. Maybe a yard to the 27. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run.
Come on, New
blitz there
Orleans,
that
give
guessed
us a bit of an
correctly that
upset.
they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Throwing on third. Goff. That's caught by his
fuck,
tight
you
end,
got it.
Jordan Akins. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Goff now looking to throw. Working the middle, and he's got it complete to Akins, the tight end. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. He was locked in. 2 trips to the end zone, Charles, over 100 yards receiving.
How about the combination of route running, confidence going downfield, and the ability to go up and get the football? You're exactly right. It was hard for them to stop him.
On 1st and 10, Goff. And that's to Amon-Ra St. Brown. And some space here.
Shit.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this
Yes.
is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage afterwards.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. And we're only in the first quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, you're exactly right. And what's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him so that you get him on the ground quickly after the catch, a lot of times he'll just run past you at the initial point of contact, and he'll go deep.
To the air again. Gone. And that's out to the flat for Swift.
Shit.
And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Now a give up the middle to Williams. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Goff. And it's
Fuck.
caught. And in for the Lions touchdown. Jordan Akins with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Lions get the upper hand as they
Now I
on the
oftentimes
board
give up
first
an
here this
opening drive
afternoon.
score, right? Like when I settle in for some reason.
Gonzalez
So I just
good
can't
on the
let it get
extra
away on me. You
point.
gotta
And
just
that makes the score 7-0.
first few downs, like I had him, right? And then
9-play drive. And
they
it's
did that
capped
pass
off
right
by
at
a
the
touchdown
sidelines,
for
and
the
that was it.
Lions. Khalil Herbert to return it from his end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
One
So
is
here
one.
are the Bears
Oh,
now
Minnesota
for
and
their
Green
opening
Bay.
drive.
Oh, shit.
They'll be led out by the second-year man from The Ohio State University, Justin Fields.
He had the numbers of a game last week that if you win, you talk about him being a gritty guy, managing the game, getting it done. But they lost. So obviously 2 interceptions, 1 touchdown pass, that's not going to be good enough. Got to get that changed around.
On 1st down, Fields eluding the pressure right. That's going to be caught downfield by Mooney. On the move past the 40. Still going inside the 20.
Okay, so we'll just do that then.
Darnell Mooney, 74 yards. And the Bears are able to strike back quickly with an
house.
opening touchdown of their own. They said that they wanted to get him involved early, and what a way to cap their opening drive, Charles. We know he's one of the fastest receivers in the NFL, and he showcased it on that play.
And when you have a guy like that, you want to make sure the defense sees him early, right? You want to see how they're going to
So I
adjust,
guess
how they're going to try
that's
and
an
guard
answer.
it, because they can't replicate his speed in practice unless they've got one of the few guys who are as fast as he is. And all it took was 1 drive. He burned them, and I don't think it's the last time they call his number in this one.
Obviously not.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone.
Oh, shit.
Down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Back onto the field come the Lions for their 2nd overall drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
The partners
I don't know how
of
he
the
fucking
defensive
threaded
back
that
come
needle.
out in almost a physical reaction, watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. Now, these 2 division rivals, a couple of late games on the schedule this year. Their first meeting, you might remember, was back in Week 10, and it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. And he'll go out of bounds after taking
Upset
a little
alert. Oh,
further
we got-
down inside the 40. So the completion
Oh,
good
it's
for
first
just
quarter.
3.
And
And
it's
that's
7-0.
going to make it
Let's
4th
calm down.
Yeah, that one was covered pretty well because they were trying to leak the tight end out into the flat. I think they were hoping he could catch and turn upfield and pick up the first down.
So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance.
Yeah,
And
baby.
That is no good. And in this first quarter of play, this will remain a tie ball game.
And anytime you see a kicker trot out to try one from 56 yards, you know everything's got to come off perfectly for it to have a chance. If the laces aren't quite right, if he doesn't hit the fat part of the ball just right, it's unlikely to go through, and that one winds up no good.
To Montgomery to begin the drive. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. It'll be a gain of 3, and it also takes us to the end of the first quarter of play. These two teams all tied after 1. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll go option to the short side. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down.
I'm not sure that's a dance so much as
no
a
antidote for speed, even
some
at the
hot
quarterback
doggery.
position, as he keeps it himself and turns
I wish it would be more of a spin move,
And it still
but
takes time for a
when you spin
defender
it,
to
they
react.
off to
Even
the
as
side. They
quarterbacks
don't
carry the ball
keep
more and more
going
in today's
forward. They
NFL.
kind of go to the other
There's
side.
still a little bit in
I don't like that.
disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
On 1st and 10, here's Fields. And this is incomplete. Very lucky to get that one back. That nearly picked. It's 2nd down now. The Bears at 9-6 now. And Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
It's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 12-yard line. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
I can't be sure how much of that was planned pre-snap, but it certainly opens up some avenues for their offense. And if he can stay a threat to break off those kind of runs, it'll pull defenders away from coverage and open up some choice throwing lanes for him moving forward.
Being chased out left. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Alex Anzalone able to drop him for a loss of a couple.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game watching this offensive line because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
After the sack on first down, Fields. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Well, the best don't mind making tough throws, but that was a real difficult one right there. Out of the pocket, trying to beat double coverage. More times than not, that's going to end up as an incomplete pass, if not worse.
Double center, that's what I want. Okay.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Now it's Fields. He'll buy some time right. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but
go
now
for
it's
it.
4th.
Nice call on defense, rolling out the nickel package for that big 3rd down play.
You know what?
And
No,
they did
I'm just
an
going to kick the
excellent
field goal.
job locking down coverage and forcing him to try and run for it, and he doesn't get there, which brings up a big 4th down call.
Santos' kick is up and
If it was like
through,
4th and 1, I would have gone for it.
They take the lead
But
here now at 10-7.
I just couldn't get any of those passes. Like, they had really good coverage. I couldn't.
Drive with 3 points in
And then I hesitated too much to put Fields in action by the time.
Every drive with points.
It was just too late. Somebody was on me,
with a
right?
kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Well, we're probably not the first, but all of us at EA Sports certainly want to wish you and yours a happy and prosperous new year. And as a celebration of that, a big slate of NFL games on this Sunday, Week 17. Second to last weekend of the NFL docket. Later tonight, the battle for Los Angeles, Rams and Chargers, 5:15 Pacific at SoFi. And then on Monday night, Charles and I are on to Cincinnati. Bills and Bengals, 2 cold weather teams in what will be a frigid Paul Brown Stadium. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes. On 2nd down, Swift. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard
pop the
up
ball
to
out
the
here.
43.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier. 2
minutes remaining in the first half, 10-7 our score. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
That's complete to DeAndre Swift out of the backfield. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 43. A 3rd down conversion.
All right, let's get a turnover here. Let's pop the ball
14.
loose, sons of bitches.
So the 14 yards actually takes him from 143 to the other for 1st and 10.
Beef.
And he's going to be taken down. Goff is sacked. And they're trying to line up quickly here. Goff urging them on.
Beef.
Under pressure, they got him again. He couldn't get away. He'll wind up losing a dozen yards, a 12-yard loss, and it brings up 3rd.
And another long drive from the offense, but the defense is denying them the end zone. Nothing to show for the last drive offensively. They can't come away empty-handed again.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Boy, tough spot here as they approach the line of scrimmage. A long way to go to try to pick up this first down. On 3rd down, here's Williams. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. On 4th down, Jack Fox on to punt for Detroit. Waiting on it will be Richie James. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. This is taken at about the 14.
Shit.
Call that a 46-yard punt, though they did get 9 back on the return. And the Bears take over. The Bears going to take over now late in this first half. And leading 10-7, and they may just want to get this to the locker room.
Nope. Come on, you know me. I'm stupid.
Now a 1st down throw, Fields. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20.
Give him a little extra credit there. His head was cool as the play broke down. Didn't force a throw, and in the end, got to show off his athleticism with a nice gain to bring up a new set of downs.
Suits my...
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. To throw is Fields.
Shit.
He'll get that complete to his tight end,
That's past the line of scrimmage.
He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
Oh, roughing the passer.
So roughing the passer there, a big mistake defensively.
Yeah, and even though you've got a quarterback out of the pocket and the rules change downfield, that doesn't mean the same rules don't apply with the QB. Anything more than one step, they're going to throw a flag on you every time.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Fields. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's 2nd down.
His running ability has been an extra dimension of their game plan thus far. For once, though, he doesn't create any magic against the front that's prepared for him to try and take off.
2nd down at 7.
Try and hit Mooney here.
Here's Fields. Caught on the slant. That'll go for a gain of 7. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Doesn't even matter. Here comes Monty.
They'll run it.
Boom.
Here's Montgomery.
Suckers.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago.
Yeah,
David Montgomery
gritty.
in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bears will extend their lead here just before halftime.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. Santos with the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. So that drive, 4 plays. And it was David Montgomery's touchdown run that polished it all off. Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. No reason to do anything foolish as they'll snap it one more time on 1st down. And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number 1.
Even if you throw a pick, chances are they're not going to run it back. You're going to get them, right? Like, your whole team's basically in front of them, right? 1 second.
So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Happy New Year, everybody. Welcome into our EA Sports Halftime Report. It's a busy Week 17 of the regular season, so let's get right to it.
We'll give me some upsets here. Give me some upsets. This one doesn't really matter, I don't think.
Arizona in town to face Atlanta.
Yeah, I want
and that
Atlanta
one finds
to
the
lose.
Falcons out in front. Marcus Mariota, a touchdown pass. From there, we move to H-Town to check on the Texans at home at NRG Stadium. And they trail in that one as it's the visiting Jags who are out in front. Trevor Lawrence with a couple of touchdown passes there. Finally, let's get you to Baltimore and check on the Ravens at home at M&T Bank Stadium. And they've got the lead in their matchup with the Pittsburgh Steelers. 2 touchdown passes there for Lamar Jackson. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Wasn't that funny? The first play of my first offensive drive.
All right, Coach.
All the way, right? And then I couldn't complete a pass to save my life since, right?
The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us.
Tack on
The
another
second half
touchdown
of
here.
week
That's
17 is underway. From the end zone, here comes Herbert. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Bears offense set to go to begin the 3rd quarter. And they have to be pleased with the way that they've moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
3rd quarter starting with a run from Montgomery. Kirby Joseph there to drop him. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse,
They really want me
that
to
would
run
help
in this
open up
game,
this
eh? Like, none of my passes suit my gameplay. Like, I'm already going to start working the clock. May as well, right, with this kind of lead. If I can get a touchdown in this drive.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They'll keep pounding here with Montgomery. And he'll get this to about the 34, a gain of just 3.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On 3rd down, they go Montgomery. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Calling a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football. Sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Oops, shit, what did I pick? Okay, at least I picked a run play.
First down, here's the run with Montgomery. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Now it's Fields off the bootleg. Out to his left. Open man is Kmet, the tight end. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
So the ball
Too bad he
moves
went
into
out of bounds.
Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 34. They'll try the middle with Montgomery. And he'll get down to about
They'll
the
try and they'll
26-yard
succeed.
line. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
On Wazariki?
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Here's Fields.
Oh!
His throw incomplete.
Where are you, brah?
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield.
I had a guy on my ass.
The defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback. I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
And he will have the Bears first down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard.
Oh shit, I thought this was a pass. I'm not sure what's happening here.
Fields tapping it forward, jet sweep. And he will
baby.
Score. Touchdown, Chicago. Darnell Mooney with touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And the Bears take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. And I don't know if last year as a rookie if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback.
Now, after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
All right. Let's try and get a stop here, and then we'll just do the same thing we did last time. Just whittle away the clock.
So we're going to look at the Lions offense as they get ready for their first possession of the 2nd half.
Because to tie it up, they need 2 touchdowns in the field goal.
Goff in this
if
Lions
I can get a stop here
set
and
for a 1st and 10
put another, at least
their
another
25-yard line. Now Goff.
I mean, it's pretty much done already, but
out to the left, he's got his tight end Akins. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4
if they do score
from the
here,
31.
just make them take a long time, right? Like that's kind of my.
Now a play fake, and it's Goff.
Oh.
He's got Akins, the tight end.
Shit, I thought I had
and able to
there.
get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a 1st down.
You know, we talk all the time about playing situational football. Right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes
that's why you don't worry if they score on the opening drive, right?
And he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
10-7
but a moot point there as they were able to connect.
Just got to settle in. And
throwing again is Goff. Open man right side is Shark. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 35. Back to throw, Goff. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
No turnovers.
And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
Crookshank.
To throw again on 2nd
Hermione's
down.
cat.
Goff. It's complete to Williams. And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
Take that ball from him.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. From the red zone now, Goff. And he'll find Akins there, complete. And he's going to be marked down just
See,
outside
look how much time
the
has
10.
been whittled away.
3 yards remain for second down.
Just don't let him have the big play that ends the drive really quickly, right?
Play action. It's Goff. Rolling to his left. And he can't find a receiver.
Dance,
and he's
motherfucker.
brought down.
Dance.
Dante Hightower
This
coming in
motherfucker,
for the sack from his
dance.
linebacker spot.
We all know he's one of the better quarterbacks in the league, but definitely not today. His team trailing by multiple touchdowns and a late sack. Just a parting gift from the defense for him to take back to the locker room with him.
So now following the sack, Goff and the Lions needing to come up with something here on 3rd and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to get that to Swift underneath.
No,
and
just.
now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9.
I imagine they'll go
It'll
for
be
it.
a
Still.
pickup of 14, but they're still a little bit short as it brings
I mean, they
up
could
4th.
kick the field
Brandon,
goal,
it
but they still
certainly
have
looked like they had
a pile
that
of
play
points to try and
defended
get.
well, but it still almost worked. Got it to the running back. He wound up getting really good yardage out of it, but it was 3rd and long, and they were able to rally and stop it before he could get to the marker.
Needing the tough yards, they run it with their full
Oh,
man.
shit.
And he'll get into
Thought I had
the
him
end
stuffed there,
zone.
but-
Touchdown, Detroit.
Well,
Jason
made it take a
Kabinda,
while.
his first touchdown on the year. And the
I mean,
Lions
we got the
have
2-minute
got it
warning
back to
and
a two-score
all 3 of their
game
timeouts
here in the
to
4th.
work around, but if we just
So
run the
a
ball.
letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you kept him out of the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on him. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And the lead down to 10, 24-14. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the Bears hands team able to pounce on it and get the football.
Well,
Well,
they tried that, so
they felt like they needed the football
better.
back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number as empirical.
Be nice if they burned a timeout right here, right?
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Again, they'll go ground with Montgomery. And some room to roam now. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 57 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Fields on 1st down. Flushed out right. Throws right side, and that's complete.
He's still in bounds. He's
And
still in
whistles,
bounds.
and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Here's Fields. Steps away to his left. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago.
Oh, hey,
Justin
Macarena.
Fields.
Macarena followed by a
5-yard
backflip.
touchdown run.
Does it get
And
any
the
better?
Bears look like they're going to get back
There's
in the
no
win column as
more
they
ultimate
extend their lead here in this 4th
Show
quarter.
of dominance.
What a huge touchdown that was, obviously, here in the late stages of the fourth
choreographed
quarter
dance
as they try to put
followed
this one away.
And, Brandon, when they watch the film after
backflip.
this
Look at
week,
that.
they'll be very
Shit.
proud of every rep if they close this game out. Just a few snaps remaining. They can't relax just yet.
Santos now to add the PAT. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it was all capped off by the Justin Fields touchdown run. He took it in himself. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Oops, shit.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Well, probably not much that they can do at this point, CD. Down 3 scores late in the fourth quarter. This is going to be a little too much to overcome, you would think.
Yeah, they'll go down swinging, but in the end, I think we saw the writing on the wall a while back because one team was clearly better than the other in this one. And while it didn't quite reach blowout status, I think we knew who was going to win this one well before we got to this stage.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Goff. That's going to be caught by Josh Reynolds. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. On first down, it's gone. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Again, Goff. That's taken in, complete to Reynolds. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
One thing
no, actually, that's probably good because Tampa's already
routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
That's caught inside the 20.
Shit. When I switched to him, I was pointing the wrong way,
about the
so
17-yard line here. He'll drop this down to Williams. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game.
I mean, if I win both my last games, I control my own destiny, but at the same time, getting the help helps just in case, right?
Goff now to throw. This is caught. Touchdown. Jamal Williams. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Lions get a bit closer. Well, CD, you know he's got great options at wide receiver, tight end, but there he looks to the backfield, and it results in a touchdown.
I love how you laid that out. So many options. You made me forget about some of the ones that you should be covering. And they made them pay with that one, didn't they? You forget about the guys in the backfield, they're eligible too.
So time definitely not in their favor. Down 2 scores, but they'll try the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. A throw left side taken in by Kmet. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, fourth quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. What the fuck was that? That wasn't even the receiver I threw it to.
By Jeff Okudah. And the
you know what I mean? I was throwing it to Richie James.
23.
The square. It went to
a feather in the
somewhere
cap
else.
for the defender, picking off one of the league's better quarterbacks so far this season, and add another feather in the cap for the coaches too. Excellent game plan, and they had their guys aware of his ability to roll out and how to defend against it.
One last throw here for Goff. Now a desperation throw deep downfield.
Picked.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Michael O.J. Mudia.
That interception shouldn't have happened. That throw didn't even go to where it was supposed to for some reason. It was weird. Almost seemed like a glitch or something. I was just trying to get Fields more passing yards, right? To try and get him up to his season goal. Get some more XP going into the playoffs, right?
So it's the Bears who come away with a victory. And that's thanks largely to the play of their quarterback, Justin Fields, CD.
Yeah, he did a little bit of everything, didn't he? He had 2 touchdown passes through the air, another one on the ground, and that defense, they really had no answer for many of their drives.
So for Chicago, they get a critical 10th win on the year with 1 game left to go. So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long, everyone, from Ford Field.
Beauty. I'd like to be able to get one more upgrade on Justin Fields heading into the playoffs just to increase my chances even more, right? But I still got a lot of XP to go. I got like 4,000 XP to go or so. Oh, so close to 2. If I just completed one more pass, I would have had that.
Take off the foo-foo.
Right.
Take off the cloud chase. Take off the Wi-Fi. Take off the money phone, take off the car loan, take off the flex and the white.
Oh no, I'm up to 5079. That's good.
I'm gonna take 10 steps, then I'm taking off top 5. Take off the fabricate streams and the microwave memes. It's a real world outside.
Advance week
take off your idols.
To the
take off the runway, take off the
final week against Minnesota. It's going to be a tougher game than Detroit, but still I should win, provided I don't do anything stupid or get unlucky with fumbles and stuff, right? Oh, they're 8-8, so yeah. They're pretty much out of the picture. Let's view the playoff picture as it stands right now. Oh, God, yes. Let's hope this stays the way it is. Block. Right? Okay. That's a batch of good news right there. So, well, one more game to go. Hopefully this sticks. But we will know soon enough, won't we?